His first book told the horror of the genocide in Rwanda. Now Romeo Dallaire has a new book, one he hopes will stop the use of children as soldiers. Colleen Jones has that story.
They are used by adults to do war.
Romeo Dallaire wants to ignite passion in these high school kids.
Those child soldiers out there are just as human as you.
Rosie Hatton, Maya Mayano, Kumbi Trayer-Thomason are front row and glued to his every word. They are among the students here for the Global Awareness Youth Conference at the Halifax Grammar School.
The world's so big and you sort of feel like powerless, but when he has a speech like that, you feel like if you get together, you can really make a difference.
Dallaire talks about child soldiers, and those stories couldn't be more opposite than an average Canadian life.
Slaughtered by the hundreds of thousands.
The focus of Dallaire's new book is the 250,000 child soldiers around the world. He wants to mobilize everyone, but especially Canadian youth, to put an end to the practice of using children to fight wars. The students take Dallaire's message back to their workshops, this one debating Omar Khadr.
A lot of really terrible things have happened in Guantanamo, and Omar was a victim.
Dallaire has strong words in his book on the Canadian government's handling of him. He says Khadr must be considered a child soldier. He calls the Khadr case a black mark in the fight for child rights and human rights as a whole.
He was a child soldier. He was, if not under duress, influenced significantly into acting, and the convention says you don't hold them criminally responsible, but you do rehabilitate them and reintegrate them and can rebuild them.
Dallaire has started Zero Force, an organization whose goal it is to stop the recruitment of child soldiers. He's also working with Dalhousie University on the Child Soldier Initiative.
If I can create the momentum and we can get this moving, if it takes 100 years, that's okay.
He hopes he has motivated these kids to take up the cause.
It's touch, know, act. So we've been touched for sure, and now this is kind of the knowing part. We just need to learn our information, and then the next step is act.
And that's the response Romeo Dallaire wants to hear. Colleen Jones, CBC News, Halifax.